Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Here where we need ya. Here where we need ya. Yeah, the tease in my lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. All right, give it a stretch. Oh, that's good. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to untilit.works, a thing I made mostly for myself to be able to work on projects that I've been meaning to work on, because I'm the type of person, if I don't make time, I'll never find time. And by doing untilit.works, it allows me to be able to work on projects like, I don't know if you can see them, but I got a bunch of like 3D printers here working on a project that I'm trying to get done and stuff. So, and then, I don't have it here with me, but I made some progress. I don't know if I showed it here before, but I was working on how to include a battery in this thing that's going to light up an LED in a 3D print that I created. And I was like, how am I going to get this switch working? Through that all window, basically, I just have a slot now. You just put in the battery, and then when you're done, you just take it out. There's no switch or anything. I feel better about that because I don't really want the battery inside of the thing like the whole time anyway. So this way, at least it will take it out. So yeah, so I feel good about that. All right. So welcome to untilit.works. It consists of a cipher, and a cipher is a 3-hour block of time. And within each cipher, there are sessions. There's a work session and a break session. Work sessions are like 45 minutes, heads down, working on, trying to make some progress. Break sessions are these where I'll pop up on the video to remind you to take a break. It's the break time, get up, walk around, drink some water, and or sit here, watch me talk about something I found interesting on the internet. Yeah, now, like I mentioned, I'll pop up on the screen, but if you ever come to the site and we're in the middle of a break session, the video may look like it's frozen. And that's because browsers don't allow for autoplay video with audio. And that's why the notice there is saying may need to click play to start the stream. Next to that is the open closed caption button. I'm using the speech recognition API that's built into Chrome browsers to turn my speech into text. So if you click that button, a space will open up next to the video, and hopefully the words I'm saying will be transcribed accurately and placed in that space. Then there's 2 buttons. Don't worry about them. They're broken. I'll fix them at some point. Probably not. Then there's a countdown timer. Countdown when the next work session will start. And then if you'd like to join the chat or the room to ask questions, you can do that there with the join the room button. All right, cool. Now let's talk about the work session. Again, these are like 45 minutes focus work sessions. I don't know what is up with my Chrome, but now is giving these weird like previews, and it's hovering over the thing, and I'm like, go away. How do I get rid of that? That's weird. Stop. Okay. I just recently updated my Windows, so I don't know if that's like a new feature that it does. That's weird. Okay. Show my screen. All right. So if you check out subscribe, it has a list of all the upcoming ciphers you can subscribe to get notified when we go live. I'm going to be doing quite a bit of travel, like towards the end of from like next week to almost all of August. So again, yeah, so I travel on Sundays, and so normally just check out subscribe. It'll have a list of all the upcoming stuff, but there'll probably be a gap coming up. On the left-hand side is an audio player, so if you want to listen to some tunes while you're working on what you're working on, you can do that there. Here towards the center, we have the to-do section where it says add a task. You put in your task, hit enter or the plus button. It'll add it to the list of tasks. You can edit the task by clicking its text. You can delete it by clicking the X button, or if you want to mark it complete, click the checkbox. Now then send it to the done section. And if you click that header done, it will list out all the things you got completed. If you click this Twitter icon, it'll open up Twitter in a brand new tab or window, and it'll pre-populate a tweet listing out all the things you got completed, like little check marks next to them. For me, it's a nice like visual way of, showing I got some stuff done, feeling good going into the week. All right. Over in the right-hand column, we have another countdown timer, counting when the next break session starts. Again, like 15 minutes after the hour. Now, view tutorials. So if you don't have a particular thing that you've been meaning to work on, but you still want to be productive, and you heard that web development sounds pretty cool, but you don't know where to start. So I have links to Free Code Camp and the Odin Project. And from what I've seen from the curriculum and what people have told me that have gone through those programs, I think at the end, you'll have a good understanding of what it takes to do web development. And then from there, you can make an educated decision on whether or not you want to spend more time and or money in pursuing that. So those are there for you. Now, if you're already into web development and you're looking for like some cool project that you can like follow tutorial, saying while you're doing the project, get the creative juices going to where at the end you can either like extend that project or come up with something brand new. I have links to the 3 tutorials that go to the Vonage developer platform. Now, I'm a JavaScript developer advocate at Vonage, and part of my responsibilities are looking for tutorials to make sure they're cool. So, for example, one of them is following the tutorial. At the end, you will have this web application with an input box and a call button. You put your real-world phone number in the input box, hit call, and your real-world phone will ring, and you'll be able to have a conversation back and forth. Then there's one that's the opposite. We get a virtual number. You link that to the web application you create following that tutorial. From your real-world phone, you call that virtual number, and you'll be able to answer in that web application and have a conversation back and forth. Then there's one where like 2 users like log into an application, and one can call the other through the browser and have a conversation back and forth. So I think it's pretty cool. You can check that out there. All right. What else? Oh, yes. Hako we'll come back to. Show and tell sign up. If you want to come up here and talk about something you found interesting on the internet, feel free to do so. Show and tell sign up will walk you through that process. Now, Hako. Hako stands for Help a Coder / Creator Out. It's a thing I made that if you get stuck working on you can create a Hako, which is a room that you can then invite people to join the room. And the hope is that together as a collective, you'll be able to get the help and or feedback on the thing that you're working on. So if you click View Hako, it shows you all the different Hakos that have been created. You can click the creator's name to open up Twitter or GitHub, depending on where they logged in with, to check out their profile to see whether or not you'd like to request to join the room. I also added this filter by keyword list. So if there's a specific subject that you're maybe looking for, maybe it's in the keyword list, and you'll be able to narrow down the Hakos by that. Now, when you click Create a Hako, you're presented with this form. You put in a title and 3 keywords. You then click Create. It will generate a unique URL, and you can copy or click to share to Twitter. Now, when you join your Hako, it looks like this. We got a title here at the top. Over on the right-hand side, you can leave with the Leave button. You can open the menu for some more options. We got a text chat here to the right we'll come back to. On the left, there's a countdown timer, count on when the next break session happens, again, like 15 minutes after the hour. You can copy the URL again, and you click to share to Twitter. Now, when someone clicks your link, like I mentioned, they just don't automatically join your room. They're going to be requesting to join your room, so they'll show up under pending. You'll be able to click their username to open up Twitter or GitHub, depending on what they're logged in with, to check out the profile to see whether or not you'd like to approve or deny them. Now, if you do approve them and they turn out to be a terrible person, you can always ban them and kick them out your room. Now, you as the owner of the Hako, only you can share your screen. Because, again, the point of the Hako is for you to get the help and or feedback on a thing that you're working on. I think by being able to share your screen and show others what it exactly is that you're seeing, you'll be able to provide the context for them to get you that help and or feedback. Now, the way you communicate through Hako, like I mentioned, there's a text chat. You put your message here towards the bottom, hit send, it'll add it to the list of messages. Now, I also add the ability to enable audio chat. So anybody who has the audio chat enabled, will be able to speak to and hear each other. But don't worry for the folks who don't have audio chat enabled. They'll still be able to follow along because what people are saying will be turned into text and put into the text chat. Now, I also have the opposite available. We enable text to speech. So if you're not looking at the Hako and you still kind of want to follow along, any messages put into the text chat be read out aloud by your browser, and that way you can still follow along without having to be looking at the text chat. All right. Now, like I mentioned, check out all the different Hakos that have been created. And yeah, I think that's it. Nice. Let me get y'all back to work so I can get back to work. So these prints are like 10 hours. So they're going to be running all day, right? And I'm hoping I did some modifications. I'm doing like some test runs because printing one single item is different than printing a plate of them, right? Because a single item takes like 30 minutes. I mentioned a plate full of them takes like 10 hours. And I need like really tight tolerances because it needs to like move, right? And when I print one, it's fine. But when I print a bunch of them, I think it's because there's like cooling in between because it's going from like by layer to the different ones. And I think it's not actually something is like, I guess it's like cooling and tightening maybe, and it's getting too tight. And so that it doesn't really, it gets too tight when it's trying to move the stuff, right? And so I think I just made the spacing bigger. And so we'll see. But it's still kind of tight. So I made it even bigger. Now, when I printed one of them, it was pretty loose, right? And so I'm hoping that it will get tighter with the bunch of, and it'll still be to where I want it. You know what I'm saying? Where it moves freely. That's the whole thing. So we'll see. All right, but let me get y'all back to work. I won't know until like 10 hours. So we'll see what's up with that. All right, but I'm gonna send y'all off with some traveling music. This right here, one of my favorite producers of all time, goes by the name of Nujabes. It's featuring an artist that goes by the name of Pani B. It's called Thank You. Thanks for hanging out. See you like 15 minutes after the hour. Till then, I wish you much productivity. All right, y'all be easy. And peace.
Let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I thank you all for showing up. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. Thank you all for showing up to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. You never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. But let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I thank you all for showing up to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. I thank you all for showing up to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how.